It's also a day of sadness for one particular group of people, and that is the people who read the traffic reports on local radio, because they used to be able to come into work in the morning and they didn't have to call the AA. They knew they could talk about traffic problems on the Chertsey-Leatherhead stretch of the M25 and the A3 at Hindhead, and they would be absolutely sure to be right. So, you know, we have a little bit of sadness for them, but perhaps not too much. It's really a day of outstanding British success. I've just been at the Olympic Park this morning, and I'm going to go back there after this. And there we have the biggest construction project in Europe, which is largely completed a year ahead of schedule, again using the words we just heard, on time and within budget. And here we have another huge project that has been completed on time and within budget. And particular credit should go to Balfour Beatty, who are also responsible for the amazing aquatic centre on the Olympic Park. They've done a fantastic job here, a great British company, and I think we should just give them a round of applause for their achievement in making this possible. The very first parliamentary debate I ever secured was to press the government at that time in 2005 to proceed with the A3 tunnel at Hindhead. And I've been at it for a few years, but it is actually as nothing compared to the many local people who've been campaigning for many, many long years. In fact, I think the first campaign for a tunnel here started in 1932. So it goes back a very, very long way, and there is a huge roll of honour of people who, without their tireless campaigning, we wouldn't be standing here today. It's a particular thrill to have Philip Hammond here, a fellow Surrey MP who has transformed the transport agenda with his very, very ambitious plans for huge transport infrastructure projects. Even at times of real austerity, he's made the case for the massive economic benefits that can ensue. And so thank you very much, Philip, for your support for the project. I also need to thank my predecessor, Virginia Bottomley, and her husband, Peter Bottomley. Peter, as Minister for Transport, was a big supporter of the A3, to the extent that he was happy for it to run right past his back garden. He did a huge amount in terms of the A3 when he was Transport Minister. Virginia too campaigned tirelessly during her 21 years as an MP, and I know she's very sorry not to be here today. We've got Andrew Povey, the leader of Surrey County Council here, and I know that Andrew would want me to credit Nick Skellett, the previous leader of Surrey County Council, who, as chairman of the Regional Transport Board, was the person who finally pressed go on the project when many people thought that all hope was lost. We mentioned Paul Arnold, who told me just now that he started on this project 25 years ago. Pretty remarkable. Paul, if you want to take up a job sorting out the traffic problems in the centre of Farnham, there's definitely a vacancy for you there. And I just do want to mention some of the local groups who have played such an important role in making today possible, including Hindhead Together, Surrey County Council, Waverley Borough Council, Natural England, Hazelmere Town Council, the National Trust, Greyshot Parish Council, the Hazelmere Society, East Hampshire District Council, Hindhead Tunnel Vision Group, the Hazelmere Chamber of Commerce, Surrey Police, and the Surrey Community Foundation, all of whom have done a huge amount. And finally, while we have the Secretary of State for Transport here and the head of the Highways Agency, and we seem to be in the mood for building tunnels in Surrey, there is somewhere called Hickley's Corner that's not too far away from here. And perhaps on your way back to London you might like to just do a quick diversion past there. But anyway, thank you to everyone for making today possible. I think it's an incredibly proud day for our local community. And most of all, I think it's a wonderful day for the people of Hindhead, who after so many years have finally got their village back. Thank you very much.